So, the Western Troubadours, give them a warm welcome, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring my guitar for the monitor, please. Rode my sickler to the saddle, and I rode in from the ranch for the box lunch at the schoolhouse and the evening social dance.
Walked across the dance floor and he offered me his hand. I looked up to his smile and we stepped up to the band.
I brought her punch and cookies and I sat there by her side. We talked and danced and talked some more, then it was time for me to ride.
He took my hand and said goodnight, and I hope to see you soon. I stood and watched his yellow Snickers fade into the sliver of a prairie moon.
There are things so simple, yet you need them most of all. Sometimes dreams just seem like common sense.
So tied to the back of the saddle or hanging from a peg on the wall,
I hope I see that yellow slicker again. One Sunday we went riding, there blew up a bitter storm. I draped her in my yellow slicker to keep her dry and warm.
it smelled of horse and old tobacco. I tried to keep it in my room, but Mama hung right by the cellar door and said he'll be back for it soon. I wear it when I gather eggs and when I milk the cow. I conjure up his image and he's always with me now.
It's kind of broad across her shoulders, and it trails some in the dirt. I guess I swapped my yellow slicker for her perfume on my shirt. There are things so simple, yet you need them most of all. Sometimes dreams just seem like common sense. So tied to the back of a saddle or hanging from a peg on the wall, I hope I see that yellow slicker again. There are things so simple, yet you need them most of all. Sometimes dreams just seem like common sense. So tied to the back of a saddle or hanging from a peg on the wall, I hope I see that yellow slicker again. Now it's been more than 40 years since we said our wedding vows. Doesn't seem that long a time when I look back on it now.
When hearts are young and passions new, the future is yours to take.
But it's truer now, I know to say, the future's ours to make.
I'd spread out the yellow snicker for a rest here in the shade. The oilcloth is correct, some, and the cuffs are worn and frayed.
Then I'll roll it up and tie it on, and we'll ride in from the ranch. There's a box lunch at the schoolhouse, followed by a social dance. That's a thing so simple, yet you need it most of all. It's a dream that feels like common sense. So tied to the back of a saddle
or hanging from a peg on the wall,
I hope I see that yellow slicker again. No, I hope to see that yellow slicker again. I always love to see that yellow slicker again. thank you all very much. It's a pleasure to be back here at Custer State Park for the annual Buffalo Roundup Arts Festival. I want to thank the park staff for inviting us back, and I want to thank the whole Svensson family for doing all they do up here, backstage and in front of stage with the sound. It's just a real pleasure to be here all the time. The Cowboys were not talking to a bunch of guys. They talked about their friends as men with bottom a lot of sand. They talked about a fellow who was good to, he'll do to tie to, somebody you'd partner up with. And one of the phrases they used often was, he'll do to ride the river with. He'll do to ride the river with. No wonder how I came to be walking. Any luck I might have had long left behind. It only matters now that we threw in together and we rode the river till the river ran dry. I haven't had a friend since I was just a youngster. Never felt the need, didn't take the time. We worked side by side with a man that's gotta mean something. And we rode the river till the river ran dry. God, I wish she'd never crossed that border. Should've known to leave well enough alone. That's a lesson you don't learn till you've grown older. And he might still be alive if he hadn't left home. We never talked about the past, but we both had one. No cause to boast, no call to lie. But you learn enough from the firm grip of a handshake. And we rode the river till the river ran dry. Late one night he sang an old corrido, what I too recalled from years gone by. A young man seeks his fortune but finds his death. And we rode the river till the river ran dry. God, I wish we'd never crossed that border. Should've known to leave well enough alone. That's a lesson you don't learn till you've grown older. And he might still be alive if he hadn't left home. Through the rain I watched the lights come on in Juarez. The wind kicked up as day began to die. He's buried over yonder in a narrow grave. And we rode the river till the river ran dry. I woke to the eyes of a she-wolf staring at me. The air was still, a pale light touched the sky. The eyes resolved into Venus and Mars above me. Love and war rode the river till the river ran dry. God, I wish we'd never crossed that border. Never touched anything that was not my own. Well, I've lived this long without a thought to growing older. And now I know the cowboy's riding home. Through the dawn I hear a mournful gray wolf cry. And we rode the river till the river ran dry. We rode the river till the river ran dry. We rode the river till the river ran dry.